I started wearing the hijab full-time at the age of 7.
Yeah.
And in my religion, it says that when you reach the age of 7, you need to start practicing to wear the hijab. And to me, wearing the hijab is not just about, covering my hair from boys. It's not about, sexualizing a child or anything like that. It's actually just being proud of being Muslim, because when I wear the hijab, I feel unique. I feel like I'm showing the whole world that I'm a Muslim person, and I feel proud of that. It's not just, the hijab is more complicated than just it being a cloth. It's about you as a person, the way that you behave, the way that you act. It's a lot more complicated than just it being a cloth, basically.
So why doesn't a man wear a hijab to be proud to be Muslim?
Because it's a bit different for men. There's different standards, there's different sets for men as well for women.
Yeah, why? Well, I'm asking why though, Fatima. Why? Why? If a Muslim man, if your husband put on a hijab and the jilbab and even a niqab, say the face veil, and said, "I want to be proud to be a Muslim," why is that wrong?
Because the hijab, the physical hijab cloth, is meant to be for women.
Yeah, why?
Standards. What do you mean why? That's just the way that it always has been. It's the way that religion is.
No, the religion tells us why, doesn't it, Fatima? Which is what you're saying it's not. And the fact that men don't wear it explains that it is. The religion tells us it's because women are expected to be modest. That's what the hadiths say. And it's not, by the way, it's not 7, it's puberty, which I don't know about you, but most 7. People don't. Where does it say 7?
I am Muslim. I know my
Well, so am I, Fatima. Where does it say 7?
It is in the Quran.
Fatima, the hijab isn't even obliged in the Quran.
Okay, so where does it say it then?
I don't say it says 7. I don't believe it says 7. Then nowhere in the scripture does it say 7.
Believe it. It's not your choice at the end of the day.
Well, there we are. There's the problem. What you've just said, that precise sentence, it's not your choice. Is that if we're teaching children as young as 7 that it's not their choice, God said so. And by the way, Fuduma, what happens if you disobey God?
What happens if you disobey God?
Yeah, what does God do to you?
Well, it depends. It's God's decision at the end of the day.
Yeah, and if God decides to punish you, what's his punishment?
Well, it's really down to him.
Right.
God is the most forgiving person.
Okay.
There are many cases.
Okay, but he has created something for punishment. What is that?
Well, yeah, there is hell.
Right. And do you believe in a physical burning hell?
Yes, I do.
Fire?
Yes.
Right. And so, again, I think that when you say, combine those two things together you just said to me, it's not your choice, it's God's choice. And if God chooses to punish you, there's going to be a physical burning in hellfire. I think teaching a child that kind of idea is psychological abuse.
It's not, though, because when I was a child, I wasn't thinking about going to hell when I was wearing my hijab. That's what I'm trying to say.
But you clearly are now.
It depends on the way that the parents...
You clearly are now, Fadumo. Because to say it's not your choice, it's God's choice, and if you disobey God, one of the things he can do to you is throw you in hellfire, I'd suggest to you that you've been affected by the way you've been raised.
No, I haven't.
Well, evidently, if you think you're going to burn in hell if you take your headscarf off.
I don't think I'm going to go burning in hell if I take my headscarf off.
Well, if God punishes you, if God chooses to punish you, do you think, because you clearly believe it's a sin to take it off, you just said it's not my choice, it's God's choice, right? So if God chooses to punish you for that sin...
My choice to wear my hijab, that's the point I'm trying to tell you. When I was 7 years old, I was the one who decided to wear my hijab.
No, but you just said to me it's not my choice. I said, what if I want to wear the hijab? You said it's not my choice. You said it's God's choice.
As in regards to, it's not your decision in regards to whether or not other kids should be wearing a hijab. You see, this is the problem at the end of the day. It's always men trying to choose what on earth a woman can wear.
Oh, wow, we're going to get all feminists now, are we, Faduma? Okay, let's go down that line. Name me one mosque in this country that has a female imam that teaches other men and women the religion. One mosque, just one.
Because in the religion, a female shouldn't be an imam.
A female shouldn't be an imam. So in one breath, you're going to say to me, this is the problem, men telling me what to wear. And in the same breath, you're saying to me, a woman shouldn't lead prayers. And you don't see a contradiction in that.
No, because there's differences in the world.
Well, no, I'm not talking about differences. I agree there's differences in the world. Why can't a woman lead prayers?
Because it's not allowed in the religion.
Why not?
That's how the religion always has been like.
Right, so then don't tell me it's your choice, because on the one hand you're saying it's my choice, I'm a feminist, I'm empowered. On the other hand, whenever I ask you, you don't sound like a feminist. You sound like somebody who's saying, God told me, God told me. And guess what, Fadumo? God didn't tell you that. That man in the mosque, who's probably twice your age and has come from a developing country, from a different culture, has taught you that's the religion. That's what's happening, Fadumo. And you're saying God's told me. He's got certain medieval ideas as to the role of what men and women are in society, and he's telling you you're going to be sinful, and the punishment for sin is evidently, as you've said, burning in hellfire if you don't follow the specific gender roles he's assigned to you. And yet, you're saying you're a man while you're telling women how to dress. And in the same breath, you're conceding that there isn't a single woman female imam in any of the mosques. And that feminist argument there isn't really a feminist argument. It's using feminism as a cloak to justify medieval religious conservatism.